Okay, so today we're going to be doing a little review of the Create mod. So pretty much I just tried to record this, but turns out it never started recording because my hotkeys are garbage. Anyways, starting off, the Furnace engine. This is the best thing in the game, and it's not all too hard to make as soon as you get yourself. Okay, basically, I went from water wheels to Furnace engine in my it's completely possible as long as you have determination, time and or the /give command, um, and just enough items. Anyways, so pretty much, what's here is what you want to do is you just want to have a lot of stuff to burn and a lot of fuel. Of course, you want to save fuel and everything else, so this is where these come in. See, these are encased fans. And pretty much, an encased fan is just a thing you can power, and it'll blow air. But actually, you can do a multitude of things with this. This one, I used this, I was in survival world, so I could learn how to use this better. And this one I didn't actually end up using because I couldn't really think of it. I don't know why. But basically this thing, I think this is like for like dyes and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But these ones are the useful ones, okay? So these setups I just kind of liked, so I used them. But anyways, if you go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take these items, and I'm gonna throw the raw pork chops in here, and the unsmelted iron ores in here. Oh shit. So essentially, it's really annoying to have to use fuel for other things if you have a furnace engine. So, instead of wasting your fuel on, food and materials, garbage, you don't want to waste anything on that. Instead, you just build these extraordinarily easy to make machines, if you couldn't tell. Here, let me show you, here, let me show you how easy it is to make one of these fans. Okay, so essentially you have these cog wheels, which are just andesite alloy with buttons all around it. Andesite alloy is made with andesite and iron or zinc nuggets. Both very easy materials to find. And zinc is actually better because iron can be used for a lot better things. And then you have iron sheets around and around an andesite alloy to make that. And to make iron sheets, all you need is some iron. Actually, this should be done by now. Yep. And then you put it on a mechanical press. Now, a mechanical press is also not that hard to make. If we go ahead and look here, to press this recipe. Okay, so it will take a little bit of expensive stuff to make the block of iron, but other than that, you have the andesite alloy, the cog wheels, and then you have this, which is just andesite alloys with a log and then wood, so not that hard to make. And then that's how you make it. That's all you need to make it. And after you power it, obviously it won't run this fast for you. It'll be pretty slow. It won't be nearly as fast, but real quick, if we just go ahead and take a look, you select on this, and then it'll make sheets. Boom, now you have those 4 iron sheets, and if we run over here, you can just take your andesite alloy, which aren't that hard to make. If you just spend a little time, you should easily be able to have a lot of it. Or if you spend a little /give command, like how I was doing, because I was impatient. Anyways, after that, that's pretty much like the most expensive part of it, of the fan, having to make the mechanical press and stuff. After that, you have the shaft, which is literally just 2 of these. And after that, you have your mechanical fan, of which you can proceed to make a flint and steel. The easiest one to make would be, or I guess this one would also be pretty easy, but still, the most useful, easy one to make. Grab a flint and steel, and then just light up the block in front of it, and then you don't have to worry about cooking ever. Now, very slowly, your flint and steel will degrade over time until you reach the nether, and you can just use netherrack, which fire on netherrack never stops burning. And also, once you reach the nether, actually, hell, before you reach the nether, it should be perfectly easy to grab some lava. Now, actually, when you're putting lava or water in front of these fans, make a little 2-block hole right in front of it. And make sure you have these sides like this covered up. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get it to work properly. Like this, and sit like this. Because if you do this, then it'll block off the fan. If you do this, that won't work. If you do this, it won't work. Yeah, see? Only way to make it work properly is to have it like this. And then it'll kind of be like this. I guess you might be able to do this too. Yeah, you could also do this. But I think I found this method to be the best way to get it to work like that. Anyways, moving on from these, they're really useful, but if we continue on... Now, this is a late game item. You're going to need the automatic crafting table, of which I'm going to build in a bit off camera. But essentially, this is what this will let you just... It literally is like a creative motor, but slightly less overpowered. Slightly. Mind you. Essentially, you stick a big cog on it, and then the most sensible thing to do is just straight up just fucking shove that speed up to 256, and now you have 256, the highest, I believe the highest possible rotation speed for anything, and you can just pump that straight into anything you want, making it all work super, super fast. Yeah, look how fast this recharges, this little thing. Okay, I believe the materials to make one of them are already in here. So a bit of a I don't know if you could really call it spoilers. If you call it spoilers if you want. But essentially what's coming up real quick is the chromatic compound, of extraordinarily late game item, and basically what it is it lets you create the most overpowered items like in the game and stuff that they have. And I don't actually fully remember how the fuck to make one of them. But yeah, I don't actually fully remember how to make one of these. Oh yeah, you also need the polished pink quartz. And actually, polished rose quartz, actually polished rose quartz seems like it would be like a hard item to make and shit. But it isn't. Like, okay, so, rose quartz is literally just red, hold on. Okay, rose quartz is literally just redstone and nether quartz. You wanna know how to make it polished? Okay, so you make sandpaper, and then you rub it on the sandpaper. Oh, well, is sandpaper expensive? Nope. It's literally just fucking sand and a piece of paper. Not expensive at all. So it's actually not... Obviously, there are expensive things in this mod, but there aren't too many very expensive things in this mod. Mine is like the chromatic shits. Notice how I have these? You need to go to the end dimension if you're in survival mode. I just made a hole here with these chromatic compounds. I've actually been making a bunch of them. But anyways, to make there are two other versions of it. One is called the fuck. Yeah, one's called the fuck. No, one of them is called the refined radiance, of which you have to throw through a beacon light. You're gonna want a roof and probably walls, unlike me, to actually catch it. So, because both of these will float, and also you have what my personal favorite. Actually, I don't think this one. Yeah, shadow steel, because it looks cool, and it also has a cooler casing. The shadow casing and the radiant casing actually don't have any uses right now. It's still, I mean, the create mod's still pretty new. It's still in beta, if I remember correctly. But, oh yeah, blaze cakes. I'm going to, go ahead and try to get, okay, so I'm going to quickly make the stuff you need to make blaze cakes. I'll see you in a second. I overstressed my furnace engine. I had so much shit. Yeah, this is the automatic crafting, by the way. I overstressed my fucking furnace engine. I had so much shit hooked up to it. Oh well. Okay, so here's a little extra tidbit. If you were making it, then you pondered about it, it would actually tell you this, but I'll also tell you it right now. Blast furnaces are blast furnaces actually double the stress stuff of the stress or whatever capacity of a furnace engine. So I'm going to have to be using one of these doodahs. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab out some of this, grab out some of this. Now, I could be automatically shoveling this stuff in, but I don't really feel like saying that process. Anyways, see you back in a little sec, in a hot sec. Is this not capturing it properly? I hope it is, even if, I guess if it isn't, then oh well. Oh wait, I never paused it. Okay, so we're back here, and okay, so this is an automatic crafting grid. Now, the first thing I ended up making with this is a crusher. So you're going to need a bunch of these andesite alloys, which are not hard to get, and then you need literally 4 planks, and then a single polished diorite, andesite, whatever you want. And then just look how fucking satisfying that is. And actually, it is honestly more satisfying when it's going slow. So I'm actually going to slow this down for you real quick. So I'm going to actually go ahead and slow it on down. If it actually fucking decides. Okay, hold on a second. Technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. That should be able to do it. Now, I set it a lot lower. So maybe, I don't actually know if this is going to be working. I think it should go a lot slower now. Yeah, see? It's going slower now. So you can actually really well see like the assembly process. And it's especially satisfying when it finishes out. Anyways, let's go ahead and, for the sake of just wanting to have speed, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Anyways, so actually, when you're making these, you need to arrange them so that the items go in this in order here. If you're doing this as a tutorial, for yourself, go ahead and just copy down this or take a screenshot of it if you need. My game just froze. Fun. But no, it just stopped working. Oh, that's just yep, there we go. That's the culprit. Yeah, just go ahead and copy this down. This is a path that works for the for like the crushers. The crushers are, I think, have the biggest fucking crafting recipe out of all of them, and it took me too long to admit the first time to actually figure out how to do this, and I didn't even remember it this time, so I was just fucking around until I figured it out. Anyways, yeah, this pattern works. So pretty much there's also, in addition to this one, there's another one I'm going to build a separate one for, because I don't want to ruin the recipe over here in case this entire video ends up being a black screen and I have to do it properly again and I have to redo it. Because sadly that is a fucking chance right now, and I don't really like the fact that it's a chance, but it is, so I gotta deal with it. Anyways, I believe this is all that's required for this recipe. So let's go ahead and let's grab a gearbox. And then we can go ahead and grab a shaft. And we can go ahead and realize that everything is a lie. And the universe is a hologram. And I fucked up a little bit. But only a little bit, so it's not actually that hard to fix. And then we just go ahead and throw this down. And, yep. Okay, there we go. And then this one, we can just go ahead and... Oh yeah, and as you saw, you don't actually have to have them all, like, on one thing. You can have, like, different kinds of paths. Now, I'm actually gonna quickly clear my inventory, because I don't really care about most of this stuff, and I can just pull it out if I need it. Anyways, this recipe requires redstone. No, it actually, I don't think it. Fuck. I can't remember what it's called right now, but thankfully, I can look at this. Electron tube. That's right. I believe it requires some of these. Well, only one of these, but then it requires one of these, and also some of these. Okay, that's what it needs. Anyways, this is actually the main ingredient to that one thing. Wait, is this it? Oh, never mind. You don't need any of these. Anyways, yeah. Oh, never mind. You do. Okay. So essentially, what you need to make one of these. Okay, so this super cool item over here, the rotation speed controller. If we go ahead and pump that into just enough items, we can see it requires an integrated circuit, which has this crafting recipe. Okay, yeah, I was close. Oh. Shit, there we go. And give me that back. Now, we actually do need those electron tubes, so let's go ahead and grab those back. We only need one, but still. What is it actually? Wait, it's not electron tubes. That was just a regular polished thing, wasn't it? I love how I just have 64s of the rest because I'm middle clicking when I grab them for some reason. But well, it's actually probably because I would want to make more. But the only one I hadn't done that for was the lapis thing. Anyways, so if we do this for here, so if we go ahead and do all this. Okay, I was wrong. It is electron tubes because I am a brain-dead moron. Anyway, so if we actually fucking finally do this recipe right, and then I immediately fuck it up by my that I manually overrided my intelligence. A manual override on my own intelligence. Okay, maybe I'm just very, very dumb. I don't think... Oh. I am very, very dumb. That is correct. You need golden ingots. You need gold ingots. Or nuggets. Fuck, you don't need ingots. Nuggets. Because what fucking electronic uses goddamn... And it's still polished quartz. Okay, see, I am very dumb, and actually, it'll be a little convenient if this thing turns out to be a giant fucking black screen the entire time. I mean, it'll be annoying. But not as, because I'm fucking up so much, and I had to build all this shit. Okay, finally. Okay, yeah, we have an integrated circuit. Which is then used with some simple ingredients, like a brass, 2 shafts and a brass stuff. Now we're on to brass shit. Okay, so brass ingots are created from copper ingots and zinc ingots. Both things you can just mine from the ground. And after you have these, this is actually one of those things you need the basin for. So if you, you take the basin, you get your copper ingots, and you get your zinc ingots, which have a much like smaller kind of thing, and also wrenches. you might think that, oh, well, it's one of those things that are from, like, those things in the automatic crafting mention is, like, your gateway to the end game. So it should be really, yeah, no, it's fucking 3 golden sheets, a cogwheel, and a stick. Also, the goggles, get this, they're also extraordinarily cheap. The engineer's goggles, they're fucking 2 pieces of glass, a string, and a fucking golden sheet. 3 pieces of gold, and you have those extremely useful items. As long as you have the shit that, but those aren't. And it just ran out of stuff. Here, I actually, yeah, sure, why not? Let's actually go ahead and, 1 second, I'm just gonna go ahead and. Okay, essentially what I just did was I put a chute down above it, which a chute is essentially just like a slightly better version of the hopper, but it is also slightly worse in a few aspects. I won't really be explaining it since it's not that hard to figure out, and I want you to figure out some stuff on your own, okay? I'm also too lazy to do it. But anyways, ignoring that, if we go over here, fuck. Okay, as I was trying to do, and I was rudely interrupted. Essentially, if you throw in, that is not what I was asking for. Please stop it. Okay, then I guess we can just. Is it? Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, I'm getting confused right now, so I'm just gonna quickly make sure I wasn't getting fooled by my own goddamn eyes. Oh, it's mixing. That's right. Okay. So what you're going to need is you're going to need one of the mixers. Now, although I've been using blaze kicks, those are actually not the easiest to make. So actually, what you would normally use to power them up is just blaze rods, regular blaze rods, which are also a bit of a pain to get, but it's still better than using the blaze cakes, of which I will explain how to get in a little bit. But first, I gotta grab some zinc. Yeah, and it doesn't last forever either, so that's honestly kind of annoying. But where the hell am I putting all my shit? I put it all in the chest, didn't I? But I'm too lazy to go grab it, so I'm just pulling it more on a creative. Okay, so if we go ahead and do this, then you'll have brass over here. So now we're kind of just putting brass in. So yeah, brass ingots are used to make the brass casings you were showing earlier. Anyways, and these brass casings are actually what leads into the stuff. If you're actually, if we take a look at what brass casings make, they can make the clockwork bearing, the Nixie tube. The Nixie tube is like pretty much just for decoration. Essentially, the content observer. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with everything here. I'm just kind of showing off what I know. It's used in the rotation speed controller, and it's also used in the mechanical arm, which I'm looking at now is actually not that difficult to make. You know, the super handy dandy thing. Anyways, so you have the portable storage interface, blah blah blah. You have the sequenced gear shift, and you have the stockpile switch, and then you have the adjustable crate apparently. But anyways, I believe you also need brass for the mechanical crafting, or mechanical crafter. Yeah, you have a brass casing, 2 cogwheels, an electron tube, and a crafting table to make 3 of these things. So essentially, you're going to need those ingredients times 3, but there aren't that. As long as you have redstone and quartz, those are the hardest parts of. Those are the hardest parts of that recipe, and they're still incredibly easy since both of those materials are minerals that drop in groups. If you mine one thing of ore from a quartz thing, then you get multiple quartz, if I remember correctly. And if you mine one redstone ore, then you get multiple redstone, making that step, making it, pretty very easy. Although you need a lot more redstone than you need quartz. Anyways, so essentially this crafting grid is for the crushers, like I showed you earlier, and then this crafting grid works for the for the integrated circuit. If you're having trouble for the integrated circuit, which I don't think you really should be, but if you are, not to shame you or anything, but anyways, if you are, then go ahead and take a screenshot of that and try to copy it down. Anyways, so continuing on, I'm going to quickly make the crushers. Okay, so these are the crushers. Now, mind you, you can actually get killed by these things. You can, in fact, crushers can get processed by a crusher. In fact, if I quickly go into creative mode, in survival, not creative mode, I'm already in creative mode. Go into survival mode real quick, and start going through, and start hopping into this. God damn it. Okay, I'm trying to explain how you can die by these, because I've actually died in my survival world to you. Did they just stop? Okay, so they shouldn't be really not doing... Okay, well, you can get killed by these, since I have been. But I'm not really sure why it's not working right now, but still, I'm going to go ahead and go back into game mode. Survival. Now, you also have... No, I also noticed this, but I didn't really touch it. You have limestone shit. It's apparently... Okay, this is what it's used in. This is the stuff that limestone is used in, apparently. There are obviously these decoration blocks, that decoration block too. But, so you have... Yeah, you just have stuff, I guess. You can make stuff with it. So, that's pretty much just... Yeah. I haven't really touched limestone, but yeah, but anyways, yeah, you can die by these, but they are actually what you use with I'm still in fucking fuck. There we go. This is actually what you use to get obsidian, the powdered obsidian. The item you could see I was using earlier. Now, when you go ahead and throw obsidian here, there's a 75% chance that the obsidian will survive, along with the powder. Now, I think the fact that I threw a stack in there is why it took a little longer to process. But yeah, see, I got a stack of that, and I got 51 obsidian. Anyways, so pretty much this is what's used in combination with the glowstone and the polished rose quartz to make those chromatic shit things. And of course, having a bunch of obsidian lying around doesn't take too long to get, as long as you have a good pickaxe. For example, on that old SMP I used to play on, the JH SMP, and by that I mean I stopped playing like maybe I got banned actually, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I was actually invited for a short span of time. However, due to the owner thinking I was going to grief, I wasn't, by the way. And I'm getting banned again. And also, every time I tried to argue with him about how it was, about how he needed to either revoke it or admit he was wrong and not revoke it, both times he just refused to listen to me, and when I put out any reasoning, he said I was writing an essay, and it's just like, stop writing essays, lol. Due to the fact that I was so pissed from being told that I was trying to write essays, that I legitimately wrote an argumentative essay, albeit with a skimpy conclusion because of the Discord character limit. I wrote a straight up legitimate argumentative essay on why he is a fucktard, and that his reasons for banning me were illegitimate. I can't let go of something until everything is resolved in my mind. And personally, him still thinking that, him saying that things happened that never did, and also claiming, that I was going to grief when I wasn't, that just didn't sit with me, and so after him complaining about me writing essays, I went, okay, and wrote an actual essay. I said, I hope I got a good grade. Anyways, back to the actual video. The crushers are actually used in quite a bit. If we go ahead and take a look here. You can take these crushed iron ore. Oh, here, actually, I think I figured out, like, really what they, yeah, whatever. Are for, actually. Oh, now I know. Okay, so let's take a look at this crushed gold ore. Actually, if you take this power washer, and, hold on. If you take the power washer, this actually lasts a lot. No, this one actually, is for a while longer. Anyways. Go ahead and take the power washer and throw it in here. Which, by the way, this is just gotten from, like, crushing gold and shit, I think. The power washer, we'll just go ahead and process that, I believe. What's it? Here, let's just take this, for example. I don't know if this will work. Here, let's chuck this. Let's chuck this bitch in here. Let's see, if we crush a chest plate, it turns into nothing. Oh, that was a waste. Anyway, well, it's not. Well, I'm creative mode, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so if we chuck a golden ingot in here, you'll end up with jack shit, apparently. If you throw golden nuggets in here, it destroys those too. So I'm not. Okay, so let's just quickly throw these back in. Yeah, throw them back in the wash. Throw these back in the wash. Wait. So, oh, you turn ore into this. So you will get a crushed gold ore. There's also a chance you get a you get 2 more crushed gold ore, making 3. There's a small chance you get cobblestone. 2. Now okay, if it would fucking stay in there. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and it's not like I could overwash it or anything. Like, I don't know what happens if you leave it in. If you leave something in one of the fuck. Okay, let's just. I'm tired of dealing with it. Okay, I don't know what happens if you leave something in one of, like, one of these too long, but why did my back? This thing just hates me, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go away for a minute for now. Actually, if you throw food in this one, then it'll actually burn the food, and then the item will just go away. And I think if you throw ores in this one, it just won't work. So, yeah, but definitely don't throw food in this one, because it'll just burn the food. So anyways, other than that, there isn't much else I can think of, really, that I haven't gone over. Because, yeah, this is actually something I did before the survival world where I started learning shit. It was basically it was just a mining sorting system, except I made it uselessly long. You'd throw you'd throw your shit on here onto this conveyor belt that moved at a pace of 20 miles per decade, and eventually it would make its way over to this little launch pad ejector. By the way, these parts were powered by just water wheels. And then eventually it would just move along this incredibly needlessly long conveyor belt, and then it would launch over here to something powered by a furnace engine, and it's just going at regular furnace engine speed, because I didn't realize you could just make the speed go wackadoodle fackadoodle using something you can actually get in survival mode. But anyways, and after that, it would just, like, sort shit. It would just sort, like, normal fucking shit. I didn't even count for the new. I ended up pressing caps lock a lot more than I would for some reason normally. Anyway, so yeah, it just sorts. I just put up a mechanical arm that will sort gold ore, it'll sort iron ore, it'll sort coal, diamonds, redstone, lapis, and as well as the three right, as well as uh granite, diorite, and andesite. The three ites. Anyways, other than that, there isn't much else I've really had experience with, other than probably some other stuff. Like, the depots, these are just things these are just used as, like, outputs and things you put them on. So you want to have a depot below your crusher, all of your basins, and that's what this is, actually. And if you want to know how to make a basin, this is how you make a basin. You just need this andesite alloys in the shape of like an upside down helmet. So you make a basin and the blaze burners. I'm gonna make the blaze burners like this. They start out as empty. You just need 2 iron bars and 2 iron sheets. Not that hard to make. And actually, to light a blaze burner, you need to go into the nether. You need to find a nether fortress. You gotta find a blaze spawner, and you gotta right click on a blaze with a blaze burner. And you just like capture the blaze. The blaze actually goes away, and you capture the blaze. And that's how you fill up a blaze burner. I had to look that one up myself, cause it is not clear. I don't think. Anyways, well, actually, I think if you ponder it. Also, a neat feature of these, you can actually right-click a blaze with an empty burner to capture it. Okay, so yes, it does tell you, it does show you. And actually, something I learned from Mumbo Jumbo, is in this game, you can, since of minecart contraptions, you can actually pick up and move spawners. So that's what I didn't do, because I was too lazy to go in creative mode and build out an entire bridge to the fortress that I located 1,000 fucking blocks away from the spawn. So, instead, I just built a room with a blaze spawner in it, and put an iron door on it. And I said, good enough. Because I didn't have the patience. I was just kind of tinkering around with the mod in survival mode, like all the processes that you had to go through. That's how I learned all this neat stuff. And yeah, see, eventually it did turn into gold nuggets, and I think, yeah, it turned into 2 stacks of golden nuggets. So even though actually, I think it'd actually be very it turned into that many stacks of golden nuggets. So, it is worth it to do this, because it equals out to a little more than what you shoved in there. Because normally, a stack of golden ore would end up equaling a stack of golden ore, a stack of gold. Fucking numbers. But nah, just fuck that. This super long ass and kind of... Yep, this drawn out process gives you 10 extra gold. Yep, absolutely. Definite best. Anyways, so let's see. Let's see the other recipes for the crusher actually. So if we and remember right clicking on it and just enough items is what shows you. So you have obviously, and you can turn you can get rid of a horse. You can actually turn horse armor into shit. Then you have the obsidian and more ores. And you can turn blocks of copper, apparently, into that. And you can also get lapis. Wait. That would actually might be really useful, because I think that has a better chance of giving you more lapis. So if you've got, like, a silk touch pickaxe, then totally. Oh, you can turn wool into string. You can turn you can turn gravel into, like, sand, flint, and clay and stuff. Well, you can grind up glowstone for a chance at having the entire thing. You can grind up... Oh, cool, you can turn netherwart blocks back into regular netherwart. Or just, it gets destroyed. 1 in 4 chance. Still, that's pretty cool, since you can actually turn it back now. Prismarine crystals turn into quartz and glowstone, apparently. Yep, brass into crushed brass. And you can turn blaze rods back into Wait a minute. How much doesn't a blaze rod give you like 4 blaze powder or something? Hold on a second. So you're telling me that if I go ahead and if I have a crusher, and I go ahead and take a blaze rod and shove it into this, that actually that guarantees me 1 more. So actually, having a crusher is very useful for this because it gives you a guarantee of extra blaze powder. So yeah, that's fun. Fun fact. You can get extra blaze powder with a crusher. Okay then, let's go ahead and head back into game mode. Creative. Yeah, I didn't remember exactly how much blaze powder 1 blaze rod gave you. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 4. It was 2. As you know, as everybody saw, and everybody probably remembered for themselves. So that's neato, and then I'll just kind of speed run to the rest of it because I'm going a bit slow. Another ore you can turn. Oh, cinder flowers. I completely forgot about. Okay, I'm gonna do that afterwards, anyways. And then you have the iron horse armor. Cool. You can turn that into stuff. Diamond horse armor. You can turn those back into diamonds. Sand. You can turn that into shit. More ores, and then blocks, and horse armor, ores, blocks. You can turn cocoa beans into dye, eat better. You can turn wheat into wheat flour. Cool. You can turn coal into black dye and maybe gray dye. You can turn sugar cane. Like blaze powder, sugar cane can also just be turned directly into it. Also, if you are having trouble with actually getting seeds normally, then you can just go ahead and just shove grass through your crusher. And also, flowers. Also lapis lazuli, but actually I remember how it used to be that there was actually I think there was a blue dye, but you could also just substitute in lapis lazuli as blue dye. Wither roses, more flowers, yep. Terracotta, red sand, diorite, lime sand, some rose bushes and shit. Roses, more flowers, plants. Can turn the saddle back into leather. Don't know why would you do that since you can't craft saddles in the first place though. More shit like this, and you can actually make cobblestone with andesite if you needed. Bones, granite can be turned into red sand, and you can turn cobblestone into gravel. And also, something else you can do with the mixer that I forgot about is you can actually make cobblestone out of, like, hold on a second. If I get a bunch of granite, I believe, or whatever, I don't think it matters. Or something, and then I toss it in here, and then I grab a lava cake. Or, I keep calling them lava cakes. I don't know why I keep calling them lava cakes. They're blaze cakes. I put in a blaze cake, then it does nothing. Because I am a moron, apparently. Okay, so let's real quick do this. Let's an automated crafting. Oh wait, mixing. Yeah, there we go. Not that many mixing recipes, but hold on a second. One of them outputs cobblestone. I could have sworn. Hold on a second. I could have sworn one of these just outputs straight cobblestone. It's a heated recipe. It's probably at the end. What the hell? Now, I could have sworn you could make cobblestone with one of these, but it just needed to be heated. Oh, no, that wasn't it. You could turn cobblestone into lava. That's right. I thought it looked like it could be very useful because, say you are down on your lava and shit, throw some cobblestone in there, and then it proceeds to not work because it's dumb and shit. Let's see. What am I doing wrong here? Oh shit. I have no fucking clue. I should just be able to use normal cobblestone. Not oh! Oh, it needs to be outputting into a fluid tank or something. I need to have it output into a fluid tank. If you output it into a fluid tank, then it'll go ahead and start filling it with lava because it's dumb and shit, apparently. Let's see, drain. Oh yeah, okay, so this is something I had to look up because I was just kind of dumb about it. But essentially, you can use the item drain, and then you can just kind of, and you connect that down into a storage for fluids. Of course, I would be using lava in this case. Anyway, so you fill that up, and then this will start filling up with lava, which will then start to fill up this. Which I think I actually need the engineer's goggles to see this properly. It's not draining at all. And now I just remembered why. It's because I need a pipe. I believe. I think it's because I need a pipe. It's also because I'm dumb and I just remembered. Okay, so what you need to pump fluids is, well, you need a mechanical pump. Thing about this is it's kind of annoying because you need to power it with a gear. So one second. It's going ahead. If I fucking manage to, there we go. And then if I go ahead and slap down a cog here, and then I power it with power. Okay, one second while I figure out how to fucking power this shit. Okay, there we go. So now we have a thing here. Oh, I just deleted my inventory, which means I deleted the goggles off of my head as well. Okay, so now we have a thing here. Now this thing, doodles, shall doodly dingle. And now if we translate that to English, pretty much I just connected up the thing. So now the pump has power, which means I can actually go ahead and do this. Now this thing now this fluid tank this fluid drain is grabbing stuff is getting stuff poured into from the basin, and then is going down into this fluid container that I just made really long. Now, actually, fluid tanks are it's something you would see in like other mods. Something you could see very commonly in other mods and shit. Actually, it's something that will grow based off of how big you make it. So I think the biggest might just be this 4x4 kind of design. I don't know. I'm personally hoping that I can. I'm personally hoping. Oh yeah, 280. Also, if I just. Hold on a second. What if I just make it? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. No. I'm gonna make an edgy joke. I have to. You can't stop me from making an edgy joke with lag. Even though it's not even actually that good or edgy at all. It's just dark humor. It's just regular dark humor. Come on. Okay, if it's just like maybe the lag will lessen up if it knows I'm just trying to make regular dark humor. Okay. Build another giant tower. 800. Yeah, right. It shows its true colors for a second. Yeah, 864,832,000. Yep. I wonder if this will remind you of anything. like, say, two towers that happen to be twins. In fact, you could call them the. In fact, you could call them the Twin Towers. I don't know why I made that. I don't know why I spent so much time just for that incredibly horrible joke. But I did. So shut up. Anyways, I think this is actually going to lag out my game. So 1 second. Okay, there we go. I patched it up and left one standing. Cause why not? Almost as long. No, I'm not gonna make that joke. It was bad enough that I made a Twin Towers joke. I'm not gonna make that one just to top it off. Anyway, so we have all of this lava, but what to do with it? Oh, what to do? Okay, yeah, you know where this is going. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly make. I love how I just got out of a pause, but I'm going to make another one real quick. So I'm going to quickly make this thing, and then yeah. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so may or may not have spent like the best 13 minutes straight filling up the entire 864,000 whatever that measurement is of shit. I totally did not just do a purging is to be done. Begone, foul creatures! Minecraft, either give bats a purpose or fucking remove them. Those are your options, Minecraft. Give them a purpose or remove them. Also, no, I did not hook up my furnace engine all the way up there just so I could do that stupid shit. I did hook it up to a creative motor, even if it is a bit cheaty. I'm in a creative world. And the whole point is that I'm being cheaty. I guess. But anyways, let's go ahead and finish filling out this hole that TNT blew up. Okay, so gonna go ahead and use another creative motor just because I don't want to have to deal with any kind of crap. Don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. Anyways, this is going to go straight out and to finally a fluid fuck me in the arse, because that is not the right thing. Okay, so I'm trying to show the process of the thing right now, and okay, so making the blaze cake requires a spout. That's what it's fucking called, a spout. So you have your spout, which actually the spout does not need a actually, surprising, the spout needs no power. Actually, you don't have to power the spout at all. That's not a thing you have to do. Anyway, so you got this fucking monstrosity here, which apparently is doing nothing here. So I guess we'll just set it up somewhere else. Near Hall Center. So basically, you don't just have the the pump, you also have the fluid pipe, and I believe the smart fluid pipes are all just versions, but with slightly better stuff. Like, I think they just all have like, I don't fucking know. I'm guessing they just all have filters and a couple other features. And that's what makes them smart versions. Most of them, I believe, just cost a little bit more than the regular versions. Like, the regular versions, I think, are all pretty cheap, but, okay. How do I... Okay, I'm trying to extract lava from this. Here, hold on a second. Do I have to go underneath it? What happens if I'm trying to move it? Like, there we go. And then we go ahead and power this with our creative engine. Oh. You actually need to... There we go. And then you can just kind of... from there. Okay, yes, this is... Okay, yeah, this is taking... Yeah, this is taking a little lava. 8,000 lava, but seriously, 8,000 lava is not going to leave a fucking dent in this gigantic storage. Okay, so, well, apparently you do need to fucking, spout it from the bottom. So screw this platform then. It is garbage and useless. What we need is a breaky wakies, and then, oh. So that's what happens when there's a leak, apparently. I'm sure this is filling up with all that good stuff. Okay, now for the I believe. Okay, so now let's take a look. We need sugar, eggs, and cinder flour. Now you know how to get sugar and eggs, I'd assume. Just regular. You get it to just regular Minecraft means. However, the other ingredient, which I don't remember the name of right now for some reason, is actually crushed netherrack. So you go to your crushers, you throw in some netherrack, and out of that you get the cinder flour. That's what it is. Now, once you throw the cinder flour into a... Oh yeah, let's just ignore this exists. Yeah, let's just ignore this exists and go back to the ejector. Do. Let's quickly fill up this hole. No evidence left behind, except for the large amount of evidence left behind. Oh yeah, this is my void hole. It's how that's where I was storing the stuff to get the void steel, or shadow steel. That's right. Anyways, so if we quickly just sell this to go fuck itself, because we don't care about having lava in our basin, then we have a clean basin now. And now we can go ahead and it's a mixer, right? No, it's actually a crusher. Okay, so you want this is like one of the recipes you have a crusher in your basin for. So this is one of the reasons why you would have a crusher with a basin. You throw these 3 items in, and it'll... For me, it's very fast, because, you know, stuff. But, I mean, yeah. and and that gives you the Blaze King base. Now, if we go down here, okay, well, if this thing would fucking fill up with lava, which would be very fucking nice, you know. God, I hate this shit. Anyways, so pretty much right now it's being a little bitch boy. So I'm going to quickly actually hop over into my... I'm actually going to hop over into my current survival world. And by the way, the beacon is cheated in, and obviously, I don't think I'm going to end up showing it to you, but I have a hole going to the void that's also cheated in. I actually... What? Oh, I just went back into the same world. I just went back. If in case it isn't obvious, foxes aren't players. Yeah, I named the world. I get confused and die also. Because the point was it was a survivor world, so I was going to die, but I was also going to get confused by all of the create mechanics. Which I actually got less confused than I thought it would. Anyways, yeah. So over here we have my, two thing. Yep, see? We have my two cookers here. This one's for food, and this one's for the stuff. I have an this one I actually created something else that I've just been using this for every crafting recipe. Anyways, this... Okay, all of the coal and iron here was totally cheated in. Anyways, this was... I was using this before. This is a thing I made. I'm not going to show it off in this video, I don't think, properly. Now, I'm going to quickly remember how the fuck I make one of these. I drain directly into it. Of course I do. Of course. I drain directly into it. So, yeah. Well, here, let's finish off this part of the video here in the thing. Well, it's lagging, like, at 1 billion miles an hour. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go ahead and shove this fucking iron in here. Useless garbage. I'm kidding. Anyways, let's shove this iron in here, out of here, because we don't need it in here. We need this iron ore. Oh yeah, some random raid pillagers ended up showing up, and one of them was a banner one, so that's why I have Bad Omen. I haven't been paying attention to it at all. Let's just remove this here. Now, actually, for some, I don't know how this ended up happening, but mine works reversely, so I gotta throw it up from below. And I just created and I just made that redundantly. Anyways, we grab 1 sugar. And then we have the crusher over here, which we can throw the sugar into. We throw this into, and then this, and then an egg into. Oh yeah, the first time I was making this, I accidentally wasted an egg by trying to right-click through it. Yeah, see, that was a bit laggy, but mine moved at a lot of a slower pace than what shown in the, the stuff earlier. But actually, yeah, I did make one of these, as you can see, and that's why everything here is powered so fucking fast. Yeah, that's why everything over here is moving so fast. And anyways, so it's actually pretty cool. If you actually were to connect this up correctly, you'd put this under, and then it would just dispense out the lava into it, and you'd make a blaze kick. And then if you fed the blaze kick into here, then you would do the stuff. Currently, I need to... Obsidian was also cheated in. But also, let's see if I can go ahead and... There's a good chance that both of the obsidian live. There's also a chance that neither of them live. Okay. Nice. So we got some... more of that, then. Okay, so I have a trick for getting glowstone. On this world. It's actually, like, it's not really a create-related thing. But it's just, like, a special method I figured out. But, I won't really be showing that in the video today, since I already have some glowstone in my inventory. There's also the polished quartz, which I actually figured out a method for that one, too. It's also a very special method, it's ironically it's actually not really very create related. How I managed to get it, but it is also a bit redundant to bring it up since I actually already have some in my inventory, so I don't really need to worry about it. But anyways, so if we go over here and, you know, throw in a blaze cake, then we throw in some of this stuff, and then we throw in this, and you actually need 3 of powdered obsidian and 3 glowstone when you're making it. Anyways, we throw in those, and then it'll come out as a chromatic compound, which can then either be thrown into the void to get a shadow steel, or thrown into a beacon to get the stuff. Now, this is actually the proper setup for one of these. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it into this, but pretty much this will, yeah. See, the items float, as you probably saw earlier, which is really interesting. And you actually need the chromatic compound and stuff to make these block zappers. I will very quickly show it off. I have it set to replace mode, I believe, and it's set on dirt. So yeah, it'll just replace all of the highlighted blocks as you saw. And since grass is seen as different than dirt, it just kind of turns all the grass into dirt. And also, it gives me back the exact same amount of blocks due to the fact that, well, when it replaces the grass, it just turns into dirt back. So I don't actually lose anything. Or gain anything, either. Anyways. Yeah, very quick. There's a lot more to do with that, but I'm going to go ahead and head back here. And I think I'll actually just do the outro here, because I think there isn't much else to talk about. I mean, I've got both kinds of crushers. I have the mixer. I even have a little bit on, like, ejectors and shit. Like conveyors. Yeah. Although it's funny how fucking retardedly fast 256 is. I mean, look at this. It has that effect where it looks like it's going the opposite direction with how fast it fucking moves. It's basically going, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, actually, hold on a second. Just fucking around. Let's make a really long conveyor belt. Like strip. That's made with creative motors. And set them all to 256. Here, that should be long enough. Here, let's actually move this a bit. I don't know if that'll work. Anyways, this is just for fun. If you want to go ahead and click off now, that's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna screw around for a bit. So we're gonna go ahead and go behind these, and we're gonna go up to this, and we just scroll wheel, and it goes very, very fast. Go behind it, scroll wheel, and it goes very, very fast. And then we just repeat the process for the last one. Obviously, you can't make creative motors in regular, but you can achieve 256 speed with a single block if, well, technically 2, but still, if you go for the thing. I hate existence. It is literally so fucking close. Anyways, let's go ahead and attach that. And actually, we need a new one to do that. And then bippity boppity boo. Okay, at least I wasn't like super close, but still off on this one. It was a decent ways away. At least. Okay, let's very quickly hope that they're all facing the same direction. Yeah, see how fucking far that I bet you couldn't run against this one. Yeah, you can't run against this one. I bet there's a perfect speed where it was like a treadmill that you could run against, and it would just stop movement. Anyways, yeah. you're moving at like the speed of fucking light. Create mod now introduces light speed travel. We didn't even realize we implemented it ourselves for a little bit. But a player figured out that by using the materials inside of our game, you could actually travel at the speed of fucking light. In one direction, if you only had it set up that way, though. That's just actually, it's been proven that doing this is significantly faster than using ender pearls. with the time that it takes for the ender pearls to travel, and also /TP commands, you know, since everybody's a fucking slow typer, because everybody got fat lazy fingers, unless you're a sweat at Minecraft Bed Wars or some shit. Oh yeah, look, I'm super moonwalking. I'm Michael Jackson, but fucking better. It's just like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson was able to do the moonwalk. Well, I'm doing the fucking, I'm doing the, I'm doing the hyperdrive walk. Yeah. The hyperdrive walk. God, this video is stupid.